I hate my bow. I've been hunting for 10 years. 2 years ago, I bought a bow. My brother bought a bow, and then I went out and got one as well. Really, we bought bows because we figured, hey, this is an extra elk tag I can put in my pocket. I didn't get into it for any of the aesthetic reasons, I'm not into the bow versus rifle debate. Really, it's all the same to me. I didn't have the money to go buy a pro shop bow. So I ended up going to one of the big box stores, which will remain nameless, to buy my bow. Bows are really expensive, especially if you get into some of the pro shop ones. I just didn't have that kind of money. But bow season turns out to be beautiful. The tags are easy to come by. The trees are changing, the leaves, the foliage, it's just beautiful. You get to call. I guess we thought that you could just call and the animals come to you instead of running around. That's not true. It's a lot of work, but it's such a beautiful time to be in the woods. This is my bow. It's irrelevant what brand this bow is or what model this bow is, but this is my bow. Yes. My bow has been dry fired, not by me, by somebody else. I got it from a big box store. But I beat my head against a wall with this bow. I've been shooting it for 2 years. I've done everything in the book trying to get it tuned the way that I wanted it to operate. But I haven't been able to get there. It just sprays arrows around. It's not reliable. I know the setup is not perfect. Last fall, after archery elk season, I took it in. I got new strings. They took one of my arrows, put 4 fletching on it, cut it down, and gave me that one arrow. But I haven't shot it since. 1, I don't trust the bow. 2, I only had one good arrow. I didn't really want to get into buying a fletching jig and fletching and doing all this stuff because I knew that was a bit of a band-aid for the situation I was in. So I haven't shot it since. Well, I took it into the pro shop, and here's the complete list of problems with this bow. My stance, my elbow position, draw length too long, draw weight too high, draw length adjustment too tight, it's stripped out in the bow, arrow rest is not set up properly, my peep is too big, my release is junk, my release is too long, incorrect release positioning on my fingers, point weight's too high, arrow weight is too high, arrow length is too long, arrow spine is too stiff. I'm very frustrated. But there is a silver lining in this, and I want to talk to you about mentorship. I am a first-generation hunter, so I realize how much work it took me to get to where I am today as a hunter, and I want to help others too. But really, I've had mixed success helping anybody else become a hunter or even become a better hunter. The man at the pro shop took me under his wing, and I am so grateful for what he has done for me. You know, he defined really what it means to be a mentor. He refused to sell me the arrows that I wanted to buy, knowing that that wasn't the real problem that I was having in my archery life. He wanted to get to the bottom of the issues that I was facing. But why didn't any of the other people along the way at the pro shops, at the big box stores, friends, at the archery range, other people at the archery range, why didn't they see some of the problems that this man instantly saw and knew that I needed to correct? Look at this picture. He took this picture of me at the archery range, and there's at least 3 problems with it, highlighting why my arrow string has never touched my nose, why I always hit my forearm when I release an arrow. All of these things just from that one picture. What a great mentor. I'm really so thankful to be working with a guy like him. His hunting history is really remarkable. Some of you may have actually come in contact with him through podcasts or other YouTube channels and not realized it. What a fantastic guy. There are some lessons that all of us can learn that I'm just so thankful for. Stop and help someone. I mean, really, if you actually have the knowledge, stop and help them. Don't let them continue through on this frustrated cycle, whether that's archery, rifle hunting, calling. Just stop them and tell them how they can make things better. Be a mentor. Be patient. Take the time to talk to people, to find out what the real problem is. Listen, YouTube isn't going to teach you all of the things that you need to know. It might give you the illusion that you're learning things, but you are not. You know what YouTube did to me? It made me think I was a carpenter, and in this shop, I could build anything I wanted. I could run my own business. I could not. Wrong. Thank you, YouTube. There are many other things on YouTube that you think you can master. Cooking. No. There are legitimate professionals that teach these things. It's not what you learn on YouTube. Support your local pro shop. They are such a great resource in your local area. Support them. The big box store is not going to do what a pro shop can do for you. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying all pro shops are right or amazing or wonderful or going to help you, but you're sure going to get a better chance of finding someone helpful at your local pro shop that's willing to take the time than you're ever going to find at that big box store. Buy your first bow from a pro shop. Believe it or not, there are inexpensive bows at that pro shop, and they will absolutely help you make sure that that bow and you and your arrows are all in sync so that you can make a safe, effective shot on an animal. Don't waste your time at the big box store. Skip it. With all that being said, the man at the pro shop, I'm going tomorrow to meet him, and we're going to go through all of these things and get them straightened out. We've already discussed draw length, draw weight. We're going to get some arrows that work for me. I've already modified my release, so I cannot wait to get all this stuff dialed in. I got a rifle tag this year, a great rifle tag. I can't wait to share that with you. But I'm probably going to be hunting cows with my bow this year. I'm super excited to get this all dialed in. Until next time, you're watching the Sideburn Hunter.